Good afternoon, YouTube. Thanks so much for coming by, and if you haven't been here before, welcome. My name is Andrea, and this is the Untamed Olive, where we talk vegan recipes, beekeeping, garden hacks, and all things healthy living. So, in today's video, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about apple cider vinegar's stronger, more potent cousin, fire cider. So we all know by now some of the really wonderful benefits of apple cider vinegar, such as its boosting metabolism abilities. That was a weird sentence, but it helps boost metabolism. It also has a lot of vitamin C in it. It does a really good job of evening out blood sugars and insulin levels. I mean, the list goes on and on. It is something really great to implement into your diet. However, I have recently discovered fire cider, which is a infused apple cider vinegar that you can actually make yourself, and it is so good for you. There's so many wonderful ingredients. The nice thing about making it yourself is you can customize these flavors and health properties in your own tonic and have it on standby, drink it in the morning like I do with my apple cider vinegar. And now that I have a fire cider batch that's ready, I am doing that with my fire cider, and I can actually feel a difference. So if you're interested in learning more about how to make this really simple tonic, you should keep watching. Alrighty guys, gonna get started here. We've got ourselves, I believe, a 2-quart size mason jar and a bunch of healthy, yummy goodies that we're just gonna chop up and throw on in. We're starting with a pretty big knob of horseradish here, and I didn't know this about horseradish, but it actually has properties that are really good for bone health, your digestive system, and your immune system. So bonus. I just mostly love the flavor. So what I'm doing here is just peeling off the skin and the ends, and then I'm going to cut it into discs. The idea here is to get as much surface area as you can so it will infuse into our cider. Okay, now that we've got our horseradish in there, I'm throwing in some ginger that I've cut lengthwise, again to get as much surface area as I can available to our apple cider vinegar. I will, of course, list all the ingredients and how much I actually used in the description box below. But I'm just chopping up another knob here and tossing it in. Ginger is super good for nausea, gas, upset stomach. I use it quite a bit, especially when I'm vacationing on a boat or going to be flying or things like that. It also is really good for muscle pain. And now I've got a whole bunch of garlic cloves that I'm smashing just a bit so I can release some of those oils again to get the flavor and the benefits out of it. And garlic is really helpful in evening out high blood pressure. It's good for your immune system, also can help level your blood sugars a little bit, and even treat fungal infections. So eat that garlic, guys. So got that all dumped in there. And next, This is where the flavor really comes in. I've got a whole entire jalapeno. If you're not into spice too much, you can remove the seeds, and you don't have to use it at all, but I love the flavor this jalapeno gives the fire cider. And jalapenos are good for aiding in high blood pressure and are full of antioxidants and also good for metabolism. Same with Serrano peppers, which is what I'm adding in there as well. If I didn't say this before, you can remove the seeds and it makes it a little less spicy. Next, I'm adding some peppercorns, which are actually, I didn't know this about peppercorns, but they help you, it increases your ability to absorb nutrients, which is super helpful considering we're putting all these lovely nutrients into this power-packed cider. And lastly, I am cutting up some lemons. And lemons, as you probably know, they're very, popular for their health benefits. They're full of vitamin C, great in aiding in digestion, and they also reduce inflammation. So I'm just packing these all in here, getting it as full as I can, and then we're going to add our cider. Alrighty guys, we got all our ingredients filled up in our jar, so now I'm just going to add our raw apple cider vinegar as full as I can possibly get it. Then I shall put a lid on it and leave it on my counter. It's that easy. You just need to let it sit for at least 3 weeks and you've got yourself some delicious fire cider. I do tip it upside down every couple days just to make sure we're getting things moving and getting the ingredients everywhere, getting some good infusion going on. But that's how simple it is. Isn't it pretty? So by the power of, or the magic of YouTube, it's been 3 weeks. As you can see, the cider's gotten a lot darker. It's pulled out those nutrients and those flavors really, really well. So now I'm just going to strain the cider up and spill it everywhere. The struggle is real. New angle. Pouring it on in here, and this is not vegan, but I do like to add about 6 ounces of raw local honey. It is really helpful for allergy symptoms and things like that. You can use agave instead if you prefer. Just nice to have a little bit of sweet because this mixture is quite pungent and spicy, so the sweet evens it out a bit. But yeah, I just take a shot of this every morning. It's lovely I can feel it doing something. I've actually had this in the winter time and can tell that I for sure have beaten some colds that should have been much worse. So I really love it and I hope you do too. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know flavor combinations that you use. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Cheers, guys.